Good day and welcome to Beyond the Headlines on Baramatu Voice TV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center in Ogunwori Delta State. Of course, this is where we share the hottest headlines, most intriguing conversations, and news to keep you abreast on the information around you. I am super excited to be here today. Thursday, the 17th day of April 2025. And I hope you're doing just good. Yes, because I know so. And we will be talking, we'll be having lots of discussions today. Yes, so we'll be talking about, you'll be giving us the challenges you are facing in your community. So we're here to talk about it and, of course, talk about a way forward and call the needed authorities to do something about it. And of course, we'll be giving you summary of all our news story making it to our headlines today. So to do justice to this, I am Agogo Iniko.
And I am Best Oluwo. Good day and welcome to Beyond the Headlines. Of course, my host has said it all. This is where we share hottest headlines. Of course, give you in-depth analysis, perspective that matters, exciting insights on the news stories regarding the Niger Delta region and, of course, our country at large. Thank you for staying tuned with us on Baramatu Voice TV. Please go nowhere and make sure the first thing you should do when coming on live here, make sure to share the live to various groups, to friends, to families that wants to be abreast of the news going on in the region and the country. And of course, during the conversations and when we will be talking about, of course, she has said we'll be talking about various, put down the challenges facing your communities where you're residing, whatever that is happening, the challenges, put it down on the comment section. And of course, we will do well to read them out loud to you this morning. Of course, this session promises to be interactive and exciting.
Yes, thank you so much. So, like we said earlier, we will be focusing on the challenges in the Niger Delta. Whatever it is, your community is experiencing the problems. Is it from oil spillage, dilapidated building, school project, abandoned road project, poor health infrastructures, and lack of equipment? Whatever it is, insecurities, do well to drop them.
Put it down
in,
on the comment
the comment
section.
section because we would like to read them out because we are concerned. But you know, Baramatu Voice is the voice of the voiceless and of course the voice of the people. So we are here today to help you talk about the challenges you are facing in your communities. Thank you so much for joining us again. Today promised to be interactive, explosive as usual, and of course going to be very exciting. So do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Baramatu Voice TV and turn on your notification button so you will be the first to know when we come live. You can also visit our website at www.baramatuvoicenews.com. Thank you so much for staying with us today.
All right. Quickly, talking about the lead stories making it to our headlines today. Obviously,
but before then, I think you should also
welcome
our viewers today. It's very important because without them, we won't be here. You know, right?
All right.
So you're special, and we appreciate you, and we recognize your presence. So we want to give you a special shout out and special welcome.
All right. Jane, one day, thank you for being with us on this wonderful program today. Thank you for joining us. Abu Tiate, thank you for joining us on this wonderful program today. We appreciate your presence. We do not take it for granted. All right. Azana Augustine, thank you for being with us on this wonderful program today. Please, if this is your first time on Beyond the Headlines, you can indicate.
Yes, do well to indicate.
Yes, and we are going to appreciate you in our own way.
Yeah.
All right. Vivian, thank you for joining us on this wonderful program today. Vivian is saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice TV. Good morning to you too. How are you doing? Please indicate where you are watching us from. Where you are watching us from, put it down on the comment section below. Okay, Bayesa First TV. I have a comment from Bayesa's First TV. We're talking about people putting down their
Yes.
challenges facing their community, and already there is a comment. But I think during the conversation, I can now read that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So
quickly,
just
let
go
me
ahead.
just
So
Tony. There may be day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us on this wonderful program. Tony is saying good morning, family. Good morning to you too. All right. Fidel Castro, thank you for being on this wonderful program today. This is Beyond the Headlines, where we give you hottest headlines, give you in-depth analysis, perspectives that matters on the news story. Castro is saying greetings from Gbaramatu Kingdom. Thank
greetings
you
to
very
you.
much. Good morning.
Welcome.
All right, Kingsley Adaway, thank you for being on this wonderful show this morning. Thank you for joining us. Samuel, thank you for being with us. We see all your comments. We see them all. Selekowe, thank you for being with us on this wonderful program. I have Miss Peace. Miss Peace is always joining our live. Thank you for joining us. Miss
Thank
Peace
you
is
so
saying,
much.
good morning, beautiful host of Beyond the Headlines.
Good
Good morning
morning
to
to
you
you.
too. All right. Saying OG9s, thank you for joining us on this wonderful program. Nestor Ayeha, thank you for joining us. Please, we want to know where you're watching us from. Note down, put it down on the comment section, your community where you're watching us from. And of course, as the conversation is going on, we'll be talking about challenges facing various communities. And of course, we will be reading out comments from the audience. So do well to drop your comments as this conversation progresses. Okay, Selekowe is saying, good morning, family. Good
Good
morning
morning
to
to
you too.
you.
Thank you for joining us. Akpolokpolo, the Creek MC, thank you for being with us on this wonderful program. We appreciate. Please share this live to various groups. Send people here, because I'm pretty sure the opportunity you have right now, some are not aware of it.
Yes.
So they want to be here, but they are not aware of it. So please, that share button, tap on it and share it to
Especially
various.
today, we're talking about the challenges your communities are facing. So this is an opportunity to reach out to your friends, your family, and loved ones. Just share the live, so they
Share
can
the
also be a
live.
part of these and share their problems, whatever it is that they're encountering
Facing
from
in
their
communities.
Yes.
In fact, it will go a long way, and it will make a huge difference.
Yes.
Ahajat Aminat, thank you for joining us. I have Perelade is saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice. Good morning to you too. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on this wonderful show today.
Yes, so thank you so much for recognizing our viewers, because you mean a whole lot to us. We think we are so special to us, so we have to give it a special recognition. So we'll be delving straight into some of our news stories before we go to the challenges facing your community. So as we are talking about giving you the latest updates on news stories, please do well to drop your challenges, whatever it is you're facing in the Niger Delta, and of course beyond. Do well to drop your comments in the comment section. Yes.
below.
So talking about the latest news today. The monarch, we had the announcement of a monarch who passed on, and the announcement was made officially yesterday, talking about the Udu Kingdom. Yes, in
Udu
Udu
Kingdom.
local government
Ovie of
area
Udu
of Delta State, Ovie of Udu
Kingdom.
Kingdom, in the person of His Royal Majesty Barrister Emmanuel Bethel Otete Delekpe, who won the Ovie of Udu Kingdom. Oh, we sincerely sympathize with the people
the
of
kingdom,
Udu
the
Kingdom.
families.
Yes.
And in fact, he died at the age of 86 years old. And of course, the announcement was made by the regent of Udu Kingdom and all other chiefs.
Yes.
And now, in honor of him, they'll be having a 9
days mourning period to
That's-
mourn the great Iroko tree that has fallen. Yes.
Of
So,
course, it's going to start today, which is the 17th of April, and
yes.
it will run through
The
25th
21st,
of
25th,
April.
yes, of
25th of April.
April
During this
2025.
period, across the kingdom, there will be no loud music, no
social
occasions, no
activities,
weddings,
yes.
any form of, and obviously, shops will be open from just 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. during this morning
This
period,
period.
starting from tomorrow. Yes, in honor of the Ovie of Udu Kingdom.
All right. So now, so we're talking about. There's another news story here from from the Ogbijo.
Oh,
Yes. Now
okay.
they are coming out to say that they need their constituency. Citing that
They're demanding for
they're demanding
for a state constituency for the Nigerians of the Warri South local government area.
Because according to them, the rebels and Ishakiris, they already have theirs, and they are saying we are big enough to have us too,
have us in
because
the Warri
we
South.
need more people to represent us and be able to speak for us.
Yes,
So,
because it's actually going to this is advocating for an increased political representation.
Yes.
Obviously, this is going to further bring development and bring resources to their own constituency as well, and greater inclusion for governance.
Yes.
Obviously, so this is the more reason why they are seeking for an additional constituency in for the Ijors in the Warri South local government area.
Let's see what INEC has to say concerning
about
that.
this.
Yes.
This was actually coming from the recent
the INEC delineation exercise. Yes, that took
of the
place.
INEC. Yes, and I'm still talking about the protests that happened in River State. Some
pro-Fubara team.
Yes. Some of the women were allegedly harassed by police officers, and now there is a Congress, which is the best progressive Congress, came out to condemn whatever the police the police officers did.
Dispatching tear gas
on the
women,
and it was actually a peaceful protest.
It was a peaceful protest. Harmless women who just came out to say, okay, this is
they just feel mind.
This is not right. We're in a democratic state, and then they went further to disperse them with tear gas and all sorts
women that were actually protesting peacefully.
So the best progressive forum has come out to say, no, this is wrong.
It is wrong.
You can't be doing this.
It is wrong in all shades.
Yeah, talking to the Nigerian police force that this is wrong. We won't. This is unacceptable. We won't take this. So,
all right, okay. Quickly, let's drift a bit back to talking about challenges facing the Niger Delta region. Okay, let's quickly take some comments from the post that was made.
Right. So before we talk about the challenges facing the Niger Delta region, I would like you to drop your comments because we'd like to hear what you have to say. Before then, so let's quickly talk about the Kabowe Festival, which is actually
that is coming.
Ongoing.
It is already ongoing.
It is ongoing right
now, and it
now.
will be ending on the 21st.
Yes, 21st. And it's going to be, I don't know if you watched the king speaking, talking about Kabowe. It was one of the sons of the father of Oporoza, and then probably he was kind of absent. He was an absent son, so it took a day to celebrate his father, and then that is the foundation of the Kabowe festival. So it's a festival to celebrate culture, celebrate the cultural heritage, preservation, everything that has to do with the Kabowe people. So there's going to be lots
It is indeed going to be an interesting
There's going to be lots of dances, cultural dances, food.
Obviously, we had a fishing festival.
Yeah, is there any festival without food? So there's gonna be food, and of course lots of other activities to keep you happy. So find your way to Kabowe, and of course we also have
and
another one.
not to forget the Amasekuma Festival
that will be happening in GbaramatuVoiceTV
Kingdom,
yes.
Oporoza, yes.
So
it will be happening live on. It's starting on the 19th, running through next week, starting on the 19th to 25th of April. In fact, it
April.
is going to be an interesting
It's gonna
one.
be back to back.
We have people from diaspora coming to witness this
Yes,
Amasekumo
no.
Festival live. In
yes.
fact, it is indeed going to be an interesting
It's
one.
gonna be
I
an
bet
interesting
you
one.
don't want to miss it at all.
I think I overheard Talking Drum saying that this festival was going to be witnessed. A lot of media houses, international media houses, are also
Obviously.
coming, and of course, Gbaramatu Voice. What kind of
We'll be there
festival
live.
without Gbaramatu Voice? And so it's going to be a big one. He was saying that the Amasekumo Festival, you know, the last day, that's when they have the masquerade.
That is the
coming
most
out, and
interesting,
that's the most interesting
thing.
part of
And
it.
you know, that is what people actually
And that's
want
what people
to
are actually
see.
coming to see. There are lots of foreigners who are already tripping in just to see that. And then I begin to wonder, is the masquerade a human being?
Is it
Or
real?
Is it real? Is someone
That's
just...
the mind that some people don't actually know. So in fact, I want to be a witness of it. I want to see
Yes,
it live
live.
and not being told about it. I don't want to be told the story. I want to see
Are
it
women
live.
allowed to see it live?
I guess
Are you sure
so.
women are allowed to see it live?
I guess so.
You know, most of this masquerade, they prevent women from all that. So we'll get to know more about it from the Talking Drum to tell us more.
And in fact, there will be so many line-up of activities
Yes.
from the 19th. Obviously, 19th arrival of various
dignitaries, of different
personnel
participants
coming.
including
In
the
fact,
foreigners.
it will be a very big one in Operas and Gbaramatu Kingdom. I bet you don't want to miss it because
At
I will
all.
be there.
We will be there.
Gbaramatu Voice
will be
TV.
there. We will be there live and direct. Yes. So, how can we be talking about that? So, we've not talked about Gbaramatu Voice at 10. Please, let's ring our imaginary bell. Boom. Yeah. So, August 2025.
Yes.
This year, Gbaramatu
We are coming.
Voice
We are coming.
will be 10. It's been a milestone, a journey.
It's been a journey.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Looking back from where we were, where we
Where we
are,
started
and where we
and-
are going to, we cannot but just give thanks to God because God has been faithful to Gbaramatu Voice. From not being heard to being heard.
To being heard.
It is something
And being the most
remarkable.
wanted media
In
everywhere
Niger
right
Delta
now.
and beyond. There's something big. So just keep your fingers crossed. The date
We're coming
the
in
date is not
August.
yet certain, but it's in August. We're gonna celebrate it big, and of course the venue is still a mystery. So watch
You
out.
have to.
Gbaramatu Voice will be 10
Okay.
in August. So let's go straight into the challenges facing the Niger Delta communities. I believe we have some comments here now. Can you please take some best?
Coming from the post we made, I have some comments and then we'll go back to the live. Okay, I have from Prince Sam. Prince Sam is saying, Obotebe, my community needs piling and sand filling. All right, that is coming from Prince Sam. He said his community needs piling and sand filling. All right, I
Okay.
think authorities will definitely do something
Yeah,
about
so,
that. Okay.
I have a comment here from Bayelsa First TV. He's saying, my community, Amabolo, in Ekeremo, no hospital, school needs renovations, pipe-borne water, skill acquisition for Amabolo youth in the oil and gas sector, more speedboats to ply her waterways. Yeah, so this is Amabolu in Ekeremo.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're calling on the Bayelsa state government to please do something to Amabolu in Ekeremo. They are saying, Bayelsa First TV is saying no hospital. So I'm sorry, no hospital, like there are no hospitals at all. All the hospitals are not functioning. So sometimes it's good to give your information, make it very specific so that, you know, this is a platform, this is a public platform, so we don't mislead people. No hospital. So if you're saying no hospital, then the government of Bayelsa State should actually do something about that. And school needs renovations. You know, renovations. We have a maintenance, when I say maintenance problem or culture in Nigeria, not just in Niger Delta. You know, you build a school, you build an infrastructure. It takes another thing to actually maintain it and renovate it when when need be. So schools should be renovated. Leaking roofs, poor classroom doors, poor school boards, and of course chairs and tables to sit on. I think these are the renovations he's talking about. And of course, pipe-borne water. Water is life.
It's essential.
It is essential
to
for
everyday
human and everyday
living.
living. Yeah, so we cannot overemphasize the need for at least every human on earth should be accessible to a clean drinking water.
Every 5 minutes I can
Always
drink water.
drinking water. Yeah. So he also talked about skills acquisition. We just need, especially in an era where unemployment is becoming something, skills acquisition is more like empowering youth. So when you can empower me to learn a particular skill to better myself and also to be useful to my people.
My community.
We're calling on the Bayelsa State government to
do something about
it. Set up skills acquisition centers, tailoring, so many things that can be done. Yes. So
okay, have you talked about, did you see the one, Bakumo Keme?
No, you can go ahead.
This is coming from Bakumo Keme Ebipade. Okeren Koko Federated Community presently still suffers from potable drinking water, and electricity is still a call for improvement. Community health center needed to be upgraded with amenities, educational standardization within the Creek communities. All right, this is coming from Bakumo. Is actually talking about potable water, just like you've said. A standard health center improvement. They need more equipment for medical operations to go smoothly. And he's also talking about educational standardization. I believe they have schools there, but he's talking about raising the standard of education in Okeren Koko, because obviously this is what I don't think anybody can be conducive learning in an inconducive environment. So they need the standard of education to be a bit high. Not necessarily high, but it's actually going from somewhere. But
yes.
He's just talking about educational standardization and potable drinking water. In fact, we keep talking about water, good water, because I think poor water causes lots of diseases, obviously, and we are avoiding all of that. So, in fact, we are emphasizing on the need for potable drinking water. And now we are calling on all local governments, chairmen, people that are support leaders in that community, in that local government, should please do something about it. Look critically into the cries of the people, and in fact, hear the cries of the people and do something about it.
All right, thank you very much, Bess, for that. I have another comment here from Vivian, and she is saying, I'm from Ekeremo main town, no lights. The ongoing road to complete it is a big problem. No community generator for lights in our local government headquarters too. This is too bad. Now, this is the second person complaining about the Ekeremo community. Yes, still in Bayelsa State. So please, we're calling on the Bayelsa State government, the local government chairman, the traditional rulers, and everyone in authority to please do something about it. No light, abandoned road, project. This is it makes life unbearable.
I wonder how goods from far northern area that tend to because of bad roads.
Yes, and that's why these commodities are expensive.
Are very, very expensive.
Bad roads, and then you're supposed to spend just a day on the road. Now you end up spending 4 or 5 days.
In fact, a week.
It's
possible. Yes.
Yes. So it's something we should look into. Yes. Okay. Do you have a comment there?
I have one, Kelvin. Can I go ahead with it?
Of course.
This my community in Nekoroga Town Secondary School. We don't cry for federal government and state government and local government tire. Nobody they answer till now. This is over 10 years now. Please, if you can forward it to the governor, please do it for me, I beg. Okay, he is talking about he sent a pictorial evidence where children are seated on the floor while learning.
This is pathetic.
In fact, well, Calvin, thank you very much for doing that, because he actually sent a pictorial evidence. Children are seated on the floor, and in a class, I can see over, if not 100 students
In a class.
So how can learning go? Like, how can learning be conducive for this?
How can they assimilate whatever the teacher is
they are
talking
teaching?
about?
Because I cannot even fathom 100 students, not
In a class.
pupils, like little children, primary school children in a class. How are they going to learn? In fact, if it's just one teacher that is teaching as at that time and is at the front, how will he or she be able to coordinate the children?
There will be
at the
little
back?
or no supervision, because even the teacher will be exhausted and tired.
Exactly.
No, it's not easy. It's easier to teach adults than to teach children.
If you are 1,000 in the class, if you like, you're staying at the back, you do not hear. It's your concern.
The ones that are dragging their neighbor's hair, they are dragging the ones that are doing this.
I'm pretty sure 50% of the children will go home without knowing nothing, without learning nothing.
Because it's
in fact, it is very bad, and it is very sad. And the government, as we've been saying, the local government chairmen, because these are the people closer to the grassroots. These are the people that information can get closer to quickly, reach out to quickly. So please do something about those people.
Yes.
These people cannot keep crying and lamenting about a single issue and nothing is being done.
And they are not asking for too much.
Exactly.
Basic amenities.
Amenities.
We're not talking about luxury. They are not asking to give them money to fly out for vacation in Miami. These are basic amenities that should
every
be
community needs.
Yeah, that every community needs. Yeah. So I have a comment here, but before then, okay, let me just MC Julius said, "Good morning, best TV station." Well, he didn't write any. It's not really a complaint, or it's just that he is saying, "Good morning to the best TV station in Nigeria, I guess, and to my beautiful host, not too fine." Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Julius,
MC
for
Julius.
recognizing us. We have to do that. So quickly, let me take this comment from Holy Sento.
Okay.
Good morning, Baramatu Voice. This is my first time here. Whoa, you're welcome. Go. Our imaginary bell will have to ring it for you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I'm from Emelego Odua in Abua, Odua local government area of Rivers State. We have been suffering for decades. We don't have light, no good roads, no hospital, abandoned projects everywhere. Please come to our aid, good people of Baramatu Voice, the voice of the Niger Delta. This is a sad one from Holy Sento. You know, if you go through these comments, everyone is almost saying the same thing. No lights, no good road.
Is that from the live comments?
You know, sorry.
Is that from the live comments?
Yes, from the live comments. No road, no hospitals, abandoned projects everywhere. And then you begin to ask, what is going on? How did we get here? From the Niger Delta, which is an oil-producing region, we are not meant to be suffering. We're not meant to have these issues. Like, when others are actually complaining about this, we should be on the part of, I can't relate. We can't relate. You know, I'm sorry, I just keep saying this. How can we be in the river and the soap keep entering our eyes? This is, I can't,
in fact,
I can't
I've actually really stayed with that.
I can't stop saying this. Now, this is River State, an oil-producing state as well, having issues with lights, abandoned project, no hospitals. Please, we're calling on the River State government
to really do something about it.
I'm talking about the sole administrator.
Okay, should we call on the?
Are we calling on the sole administrator? In the president of IBAS now, or we're calling on the federal government, please, President Ahmed Tinubu, please do something to the people of River State. They are complaining of no lights, no good roads, no good hospitals. We believe that something will be done. Of course, Baramatu Voice is a voice of the people,
the voice of the voiceless.
So, do you have another comment?
Okay, this is a very short one.
Right.
From Real Joel.
Okay.
He said Gbara need power lights. That is the only thing he drop down. Okay, I think the community have other basic amenities. That's a good one.
Good
But
one.
he said Gbara needs power, light, all
But
right.
I'm here to say, in as much as we're here to just talk about the challenges facing, I'm here to say a comment someone who will come out to say, wow, my community, we have lights,
we have this,
water,
maybe
we
just
have good schools. I think in as much as the comment here is about what we said is tell us the challenges
Facing
you're
your
facing.
community.
But I'm also of the positive side. I will be very glad if I see just one comment from someone who will say, oh, I'm from this place, my community,
we have this,
we have lights, we have good roads, we have
but
good
probably
hospitals.
maybe
we have,
if the government can just maybe look into this
I
aspect.
like it. Just say something. So I have another comment here
Okay.
from Emmanuel Ofire. Olota community in Ughelli South local government of Delta State, one of the major oil producing communities with over 2 to 3 oil wells. Their challenges include, but not limited to, 1, lack of accessible good roads, 2, electricity, 3, potable drinking water, 4, lack of health care facility. This is Olota community
In
in
Ughelli
South
local
government areas. Please, we're calling on the local government chairman and of course the people of high authorities and traditional rulers, everyone to please come to the aid of Olota community in Ughelli South local government. Of course, we're also calling on the governor of Delta State and the president of Sheriff Oberiwori. Please also come to the aid of the people in Ughelli South.
Coming from Adasin Felix said, please tell the state government look into Ojobo to Rugbene Road. Have you read it?
No.
To Rugbene Road, please. We need urgent move for the road. Okay, I think the road is very bad. Coming from Adasin Felix, and it said we should please the government on the road. I believe the road is bad and they need urgent road construction for Ojobo to Rugbene Road. Please, state government talking about Governor Sheriff Oberiwori, please look into this critically. All governing councils of Delta State, local government chairmans, leaders, please critically look into this, because obviously if there is no good road, if there is no accessible road, I don't think things can go on smoothly, obviously. And it will definitely lead to hardships of individuals living in such communities. So please, government, stakeholders, leaders, please look into the road construction for Ojobo to Rugbene Road. Thank you very much. That is coming from Addison Felix.
All right, still focusing on the challenges in the Niger Delta. I have a comment here from Brown Abeke. This is a long one, but I'll try best to read it all. Okay. I'm from Amatu in Idu in the kingdom of Ikirimo local government area. My people are becoming something else in the land. We are by powers are controlled by some individuals. There is a community that came out of the main Amatu community that is called Ngodiwe community, which is, according to history, is even older than Amatu 2 community that is suffering in the hands of the people. This is this is beyond the okay. They refuse to give them their rights, refuse to give them autonomous community, no solar light, scholarship, etc. There is nothing like social amenities. The people living in darkness for more than 50 years.
More than 50 years.
Is this possible?
Please, how old is the person talking? How old is the person talking? Because, more than 50 years. Was it maybe a story that he was told?
I don't know. We are living in oppression, and the king, which is the paramount ruler, they are not doing anything about it. They send their youths to fight the said youths in the place and injure.
It's such a long one.
This is okay. So let's just talk about the no solar, no lights for
no
over
light.
50
In fact,
years.
I want to emphasize on that. No light for 50 years. So for the how many years the person has been living in that community, he has not set his eyes on lights, NEPA lights.
If this is
in
true,
fact, if that's actually true,
please,
it's a very sad one, a very sad story, because I can't imagine me not using my eyes to see light for a day. and not to now talk of,
For years.
For years. In fact, I can't phantom it in my head.
So please, we're calling out the people, the local government chairman, and of course, all the people of the traditional rulers and those of high authority at Ikeremo local government area, still in Bayelsa State. So we're calling them to do something about that. This is a pathetic one.
Recently,
His name is I am Comrade Ati Brian Abeke. In addition, please let the voice of Gbaramatu reach out to our Ijaw leaders, especially to High Chief Tompolo, the warlord, to help us again, please. Okay, all right. So they have
your cries will be heard.
Will be heard. Yes.
The rightful authorities will definitely do something about it. Drifting a bit, still talking about, I was just trying to like phantom some things in my head, and talking about the recent storm that happened in Uwaton and Jedo communities.
Yes.
In fact, I was storming on some videos and it was very sad. I saw some people lost. In fact, I was even praying. There was a particular video I saw.
Yeah.
The roof fell down like on top of the bed, and someone was inside that house as at that time.
In fact,
it was just a small thing that the person didn't lose his life in that particular place. And I saw older buildings, in fact buildings that I'm actually very familiar with. I saw all the buildings collapse, and I'm now wondering, in that scenario, where are these people going to,
and then
where are they going to start from?
Yes, okay.
In fact, landlords now, we've recently been talking about issue of
the
houses, hike in rent, and all of that. So now that these houses have been destroyed, now scattered, first of all, where the tenant wants to go from there, and now what are the fates of these landlords
who are actually using it as a means of livelihood? Now all
spare houses now will be so very expensive in that particular area.
But that is even the problem. I don't want to say in a civilized countries like place, because we are civilized, amen. But in places like in foreign countries where we have natural disasters like this is when you even get to see landlords come in, you can come in for free, you can stay for as long as you want,
one year that in Nigeria.
That's why I said it is civilized. This is not even the best time to have a hike in house rent. This is even the time to reduce
it. Will definitely come.
Well, unfortunately,
it will definitely come, because now this is just like some hot cakes for some other landlords that their houses are spare.
Yes.
Immediately they find
with shakara, they will just with so much of attitude. Yeah, you take it or not?
Or
if you don't take it, the next person will take it.
In fact,
so we're calling on the government to please do something.
Please do something about
anything that can be done. They should please do something to help the people of Uwaton and Jedo
community.
Yes,
in fact, I think you extended a little bit.
Yes, something should be done.
Was actually a bit affected as well.
And
so
then
it is not just
this natural disaster. Is this about the global climate change? With this effect, to the extent that you had to uproot an electric pole. This is something else.
It's actually uprooted. Those very strong trees that have been there for years
being uprooted. So this is beyond them. That's why we're calling on the state government to please do something about it, because this is a natural disaster, and the people should please.
It will still keep coming, because the rain that is actually coming now.
Yes,
it will still keep
started.
Exactly. So I believe something should be done. Something should be done quickly.
Please, we're still calling on the state government to please come to the aid of the people in Uwato and Jedo communities in Delta State. So I have a comment here.
Okay.
Before then, if you're just joining us, this is Beyond the Headlines on GbaramatuVoiceTV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center here in Ogunuwari, Delta State. So today's topic, we're talking about the challenges facing your community in the Niger Delta region. So do well to drop your comments, do well to share the live to people so they can be a part of this awesome program currently going on. Yes. So I have a comment here from Paul Atamukara. Orugbene community and oil producing community, but with no governmental properties. Okay, state talking about government properties. No government properties.
Understand
I'm
what
trying
he
to
meant
understand.
by
Yes.
that.
So, okay, government properties. Are they no secretary? Federal, you need secretariats, or what exactly do you need? Government properties. Please do well to specify. Yes. So,
I have one here,
okay.
JP Morgan, regarding what one person said yesterday.
Yeah.
This one now is saying Fulani has taken 2% of Bayelsa land. In fact, I'm looking at the comment right now and I'm laughing. I don't really understand. He said Fulani has taken 2% of Bayelsa land. Now, is it that Bayelsa land? Where exactly in Bayelsa land? Is it that the
The
Fulani
whole
has
of
now
Bayelsa.
dominated the Bayelsa land? Because when you're talking about Bayelsa, we have various communities now, so I don't even know where you're talking about. But now you are afraid of the fact that Fulani is dominating your community. Well, like my co-host earlier said, we are one Nigeria. Yes, we are one Nigeria. So everybody, don't you just treat people as you see them. Obviously, we already know the
Yes.
alarming rate of
Although
insecurity.
it's from the place of insecurities,
Yes,
that's why
and
they are
what we've
coming
been
out to
seeing
say.
and hearing,
And
and no people disguising as herdsmen, and
they are
at night they are kidnappers. So
yes.
everybody should obviously be conscious about
Yes, just
their
be
environment. So I
watchful,
can understand
be
where you're coming
vigilant.
from.
You know, any suspicious movement, please report to your security personnel. Report to the police any suspicious movement of these people, so they can be curtailed. Yes. So I have a comment here for MC Julius. You will get the gist when you read comments here. Ijaw communities are really missing out on the basics. I mean, what's the point of being super rich when your community lacks schools, hospitals, water, and light? I shameful my local government headquarters, Burutu, and beloved
Oh,
community, Bekebo. His Excellency Governor Sharif Oboriwari, please help us. Burutu again.
this is
You know,
still coming from
yesterday,
In fact, we have a whole lot of Burutu.
Burutu. I started calling Burutu. Please,
We
it's
have
not
a
funny.
whole lot of
Yes, a lot of
Burutu
things needs to be done in Burutu because it
local
seems
government
to
area.
be
Yes.
it seems like it's being an headquarter and not having these basic amenities. It is worrisome. Then you begin to wonder. So how about interior villages in Burutu? What becomes of them? So this is a wake up call to the local government chairman and
The state
the
government.
state government, the federal constituency. Everything, everyone representing
Whatever person that is,
Burutu,
whatever
please.
leader that is representing that
Please.
constituency.
This is as a matter of fact, a state of emergency for Burutu. Please, something needs to be done. We're calling on the state government. We're calling on people of higher authority to please do something in Burutu. Thank you so much for that comment.
Coming from same Emmanuel that you initially read,
Okay.
he says still on the challenges of Olota community of Ughelli South local government area, Delta State. I'm calling on Shell Oil Company Limited to live up to their responsibilities of providing the community with some of these essential facilities, and also increase the scholarship slots given to not only secondarian but also university graduates.
Okay.
God bless Baramatu Voice TV. All right, this is coming from Emmanuel Ovire, still talking about his community, Olota community in Ughelli South local government area. He's talking about scholarship not given to just secondarian but also university graduates. Scholarships should also be extended to university graduates. He is calling on Shell Oil Company to take up their responsibility by giving slots to some of these people to further their education more, to not just secondary school graduates,
So
but also
are we to call on Shell now or
he's
Renaissance?
saying we should call exactly
Are you sure we are calling on Shell?
Because obviously
they are
Renaissance have taken
from the onshore activities. Yes. So are you not sure what to call out Renaissance company to do something about it? But it's okay. Noted. And the people in higher authority will do something about it. I have a comment here from Anderson Felix, and he's saying, please tell the state government to look into Ojobotoro Bene Road. Please, we need urgent move for the road, bad road. Again, please, something should be done for Torogbene. Please, something needs to be done. The roads are bad. Urgent moves should be done. Something should be done drastically for
Okay.
proper roads.
Have you seen an open letter from Comrade Wisdom?
No, you can go ahead. Read.
Okay, all right. This is coming from Comrade Wisdom Owe, an open letter. All right, to His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State. The Right Honorable Julius Pondi Babojo, member of the House of Representatives. Honorable Alapala Anthony Ebitomo, member representing Burutu North Constituency 1. Chief Honorable Julius Takeme, Burutu Local Government Council Chairman. We the people of Gandanga community, Iduwini Kingdom. Okay, I think I read about one Iduwini Kingdom yesterday. Burutu Local Government Area, Delta State, are writing to bring to your attention the pressing needs of our community. As an oil-producing host community, we have consistently contributed significantly to the state's revenue and voted in support of the government. However, despite our contributions, our community is facing severe challenges. We are calling on your attention to complete the abandoned healthcare center project, which is crucial for the well-being of our people. This is still talking about healthcare. Furthermore, our community primary school is in dire need of renovation to provide a conducive learning environment for our children. Okay, this is also talking about the education sector. Additionally, we are experiencing severe erosion due to the lack of sea piling, which threatens the very existence of our community. We urge you to include this project in the state's budget to address these pressing issues. We believe that with your support and commitment, our community can thrive and continue to contribute to the growth and development of Delta State. Thank you for your time and consideration. All right. He noted, this is coming from Comrade Wisdom Owe. He noted three major things. He talked about the health sector, the education sector, and the issue of severe erosion. You know, we're just even talking about storm initially and how bad and severe these things could cause. So he's talking about the education sector, proper healthcare centers, because I don't think if someone is in a state of emergency, I don't think the person can be revived if there is no functional health center. To save lives, we need a functional health center with good medical facilities. To facilitate medical operations, we need more of this. So he's calling on the state government, the councillors, the local government chairmen, people representing the Burutu constituency, is calling on every personnel to do something about this, to look critically into the issue facing the Burutu local government area, doing a community precisely. All right, thank you very much, Comrade Wisdom, for that wonderful open letter.
All right, still that I have a comment from Malik. NEPA not they agree give us light to.
But you didn't
even tell us where your community. You just said NEPA not they agree give us light to. Drop it. Tell us the community.
So who are we should call? Who should we call on?
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to call on NEPA.
Being electricity distribution company. Do something. I believe you should be in that is if you are within a Delta Edo. Please, we're calling on BEDC to do something on your behalf. All right. I have another comment here. Okay, hopefully saying Burutu suppose day like God. Meaning that with everything, with Bruto being the headquarters of the local government, and so many other opportunities that Bruto is supposed to be unique and not the other
And not
way
having
round.
all of this, not having so
And
many
MC
basic
Julius is saying
amenities.
Bruto
In
is
fact,
suffering. Bruto be like desert. Oh my goodness, this is.
a dry. Do you know what it is? That is a dry land. In
But no,
fact.
don't not to worry. Something good is coming to Bruto. Do you
Something-
believe?
Yes, I believe.
Yes,
I believe.
Because the people in the right authority, they are listening to us, they are watching us, and they will do the needful. Not to worry. So keep your mind down. Yeah. So I have a comment. Okay, the Baramatu Voice team is doing well. Thank you
thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Thank you. We really appreciate
For that
you.
appreciation.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Yanni King say nothing is happening in Nomadi local government. The place be like a dead end. My goodness, where is Nomadi?
Where
Or
exactly
are you
what?
talking about Bomadi? But he wrote Nomadi local government area, and I don't know any Nomadi local government area.
Oh, is he talking about
Bomadi. Or where?
Bomadi?
Okay, so please specify. We're a bit confused here.
I have from
Okay.
Sibebo Job.
Yes.
He's saying you are helping the helpless. May God lift up Baramatu Voice, MD, and his team. Thank you very much for
you
that
so
thoughtful
much.
prayer.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Of course,
we
Baramatu
appreciate.
Voice is the voice of the voiceless. So that's why we're here. It's our pleasure to say the challenges our people are facing in their various communities. Yes. So drop your comments. We need more comments.
We need more of those comments before
this is an open check. To just to state the challenges you're facing in your communities in Niger Delta. So something can be done because lots of people, this Baramatu Voice is a big platform.
Yes.
Where we have
Obviously.
people who are watching. They might not comment, they might not tell you they are watching, but we know that Baramatu
They are
Voice is a
watching.
platform, a very big platform, and people on the high authorities, they are
definitely
watching. So
watching.
drop your comments in the comment section.
Obviously, if you
Tell us
don't
the
drop your
challenges.
comments, how are they going to know what is happening in your community?
If you don't tell us, if you don't drop it down, how will they know? You could be the savior of your community, so do well to drop it. Yeah. So for now,
In fact, it has been a wonderful
comments,
one
yes.
on Beyond the Headlines. We've been giving insights. We've been giving analysis on talking about the lead stories that made it to our headlines. We initially talked about the announcement of the passing of the monarch, the Ovie of Udu Kingdom. Yes, it was aged 86 years old until his passing away. And obviously, the Ogbijor talking about additional Delta constituency for the Ijors of the Warri South local government area. And obviously, we have, in fact, so many talking about the best progressive Congress came out to talk down on what the police officer did to a peaceful protesters, the pro-Fubara protesters in Rivers State. So in fact, these are like the news, and talking about the Kumo Festival coming up.
And the Kabaway Festival ongoing. Yes, a whole lot. Yes. I don't know. I saw a comment here from one of our posts this morning, posted about still talking about the challenges in the Niger Delta. And this is from Bakumo Keme, a big party. And he's saying, Okerekon Confederated Community.
I think I've read that.
Okay, you read that.
Yes.
Okay. So I think that will be all for now. How about Patrick Imomutimi? Did you read any comments from Patrick Imomutimi?
No.
Okay, so this ancient community contributes logs and reserve forests to Bayelsa and Nigeria. But the funny thing is, Ajib laid a pipeline there. Today, sea pirates are occupying the ancient community, chased out the villagers, and a few weeks later, Tantita gave them contract. As I type, the villagers that have lived there for more than 100 years are living as refugees. No one is paying attention to your story. Okay, I just hope this comment is well. I hope it's well verified. And okay, if that's the case, the people in high authorities
will definitely do something about it.
Do something about that. Talking about the Bayelsa state government, something will definitely be done.
Right?
Yes.
If are there more comments?
Thank God he's saying, please tell the story of how expedition used us and now they have sold their onshore assets to Renaissance with zero development in our communities, environmental degradation, and all kind of pollution.
All right. What's his name?
Thank God Tamara Kule.
Okay, Tamara Kule, your grievances or your comments or your contributions will definitely be directed to the appropriate authority. Thank you very much for that wonderful one.
From Omonski, Voice of the Creek. Ogbotobo community, no good water. The water we they shit put still they drink the bath self not they flow well. Okay, I think he's talking about the water they are using to even bathe or no to use the restroom is not flowing so well. We need good water, though road not they reach there. But we ain't worried about that. Make water come first. Now there are two challenges: water and road. But he's
even talking about
please, if only we can even get good water. There is no road, water. But if we can even get good water, we will appreciate it. So please, we're calling on the community leaders in the Ogbotobo community and everyone around that place to please of high authority should please do something about that. Water is life.
Water is truly life.
You can do without it. So please, and every human on earth deserves portable drinking water. Please, these things should be looked into. It's been amazing. It's been interactive. It's been interesting and exciting. And today's program, Beyond the Headlines, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center. And this is Gbaramatu Voice TV, the voice of the voiceless, and of course, the voice of the people. And we've been talking about the challenges facing the communities in Niger Delta. We've had lots of people talking about poor infrastructural development, no good roads, no healthcare centers, educational centers.
No portable drinking water.
Is something else. No potable drinking water, no lights, no this, no that.
In fact, that's been a whole lot.
It's been a whole lot. And we do hope that the people in the right authority would
definitely do something about it.
About that. And of course, we gave you some we gave you some news stories talking about the passing of the monarch of Udu Kingdom, who passed at the age of 86 years old. And there will be 9 days mourning beginning from today till the 21st of April, 25th of April 2025. So during this period, no social activities,
no loud gatherings.
You can go for your daily bread, but make sure you come back before close by 6. So I also talked about the Ogbejo demanding
for Delta constituency for Ijors in the Warri South local government area.
And of course, the best progressive forum, they have come out to talk about the harassment gotten by
the police on the peaceful protesters of
Pro-Fubara people. Yes, they've come out to condemn the act. You know, the police were pouring tear gas and other things to disperse the innocent protesters. So these are all the news we have for you today.
In fact, it has been an interesting one, and of course, my host has talked about the rundown of all the lead stories that made it to our headlines today. And of course, it has been an interesting one. Audience talking about the challenges facing their communities, dropping down their comments on the challenges facing the communities. All right, thank you very much. It has been indeed a wonderful one. Stay tuned for more, as Gbaramatu Voice will be giving you more programs, more interesting segments on Beyond the Headlines. All right, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok at Gbaramatu Voice. And for more detailed story, visit our website www.gbaramatuvoicenews.com. Best Olowo is my name.
Yes, and I am Agogo Iniko signing out, but remember to always speak with purpose and own your day. Goodbye for now.